You're ready to dive into YouTube, and then you're asked to come up with a name for your channel. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, what do I name my YouTube channel? Or maybe you already have a channel and you really want to strategically use your channel for your business. In this video, I'm going to help you really figure out what you should be naming your channel so that you can make sure to use this as an asset for your business. Speaking of names, my name is Anita and I own FDS Creatives. I'm a video marketing and social media strategist, and I help business owners just like you get visible through video marketing and content repurposing to bring in more leads, more income, and more impact. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the key tips and mistakes when it comes to naming your YouTube channel. So stay tuned. Go ahead and hit the like button and let's get started. All right, there's 3 things you could consider when coming up with a name for your channel. The first would be your name. This is an easy name to use because it belongs to you, especially if you are the star of your YouTube channel. If it's going to be a collaborative effort, that might not work as well. But your name is really great for allowing you to build an audience for people to follow you. And it gives you some flexibility if you decide to change and tweak what it is you create content about. We can see there's lots of great examples of business owners who used their name. And depending on what your name is, that may or may not be beneficial, but we're going to talk about that within the mistakes. So stay tuned. The second thing you could consider for your YouTube name is your business name. In my case, my channel name is FDS Creatives because that is the name of my business. For you, you might have a business where the name is really significant to what it is that you do or who it is that you serve. And I'm sure you took a lot of time to name that business. So it only makes sense for you to use your business name if that's something that would be beneficial to you. And then the third thing you could consider when naming your channel is coming up with something really significant and memorable to what it is that you do. A YouTube channel that I really enjoy here, it's called Clean My Space, and their YouTube is obviously about cleaning your space. They offer lots of tips and tricks for you to really clean and clean efficiently. And so that title really helps you to know exactly what it is you're going to get with that channel. If you're going to take this route, you want to make sure that what the name that you chose is really significant with what is going to be delivered on that channel. For instance, you wouldn't want to create a channel name that talked about making cookies with Anita, and then I never shared anything about cookies. Some of the mistakes that I see people making when naming their YouTube channel: 1, they name their channel something difficult to spell or hard to remember. One thing you should ask yourself is, can others pronounce it? Could they spell it? Would it be something they would remember? A great example of this is Gary Vaynerchuk. He knew people would have a hard time spelling that last name, and so he branded his channel as Gary V. This would be an example where maybe your name or your business name that you came up with might be difficult for other people. Being thoughtful about this can help you to create something that will be a benefit to your YouTube channel. Mistake number 2 that I see when people are coming up with their YouTube channel name is that they don't look to see if their name is available on other social channels. So you might be a business owner that already has a URL and has your name on different social channels such as Facebook or Instagram. And so your YouTube channel would be the addition. But if you're somebody who's just getting started and maybe you are creating a channel from YouTube first, you want to make sure that the name you choose can then be found on some of the other platforms that you would like to be on. Your audience will enjoy following you in other places, so you want to make sure that you make that easy for them. For instance, for me, my YouTube channel is my business name, and my website is consistent with that name, and my Facebook business page is also consistent with that name. These are the main places that my audience can find me. Mistake number 3 that I see is people name their channel something that has nothing to do with their business. So for instance, if I had named my channel something like Motherhood and Fun, because I am a mother and I focus on having fun with my son, I wouldn't necessarily be attracting those people who are coming here to understand video marketing and content repurposing for their business. While those things interest me that are related to my son and my faith, those aren't things that I share on my YouTube channel because while they're a part of me, those aren't related to my business. Everything on your YouTube channel when you own a business should be really consistent with the messaging that you're providing. So sure, I can tell people that I am a mother, but my video titles and my channel title aren't going to be consistent with that type of content, even though I could share a whole lot about motherhood and things like cloth diapering, which is something we did with my son. But that has absolutely nothing to do with why you're here. I don't want you to stress when you're coming up with your name because you absolutely can change it. It does get a little bit harder to change your name the more content that you create, because much of what you created on that channel, you might be talking about your business name and who you are, what your channel name was, but it's not impossible. You can always in the about section say that you were formerly known as and what the name was before. So tell me, what's your YouTube channel name? And if you're thinking of making a channel, what name are you considering? I want to invite you to grab my free guide to the 10 mistakes that entrepreneurs are making on YouTube, which will also give you the actionable steps to avoid them. I'm going to drop that link in the comments below. And as you're creating your channel or maybe revamping your channel, I'm going to put a video on the screen to help you know 3 types of video that you absolutely need to include in your content. So click the video on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.